Welcome back to another episode of Anxiety Doesn't Own Me. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson, and I'm an anxiety coach who helps people to heal their anxiety naturally. On today's episode, what I'm going to be talking about, guys, is how beneficial it is to live in the moment. How much it actually can help to calm down anxiety. And throughout the episode, I'm going to show you how beneficial it is for us to live in the moment. Now, I know that it's not an easy thing to do. I know that it's a hard thing to do to always be in the moment. And we may get frustrated when we're not and tell ourselves, like, why am I not living in the moment? Why is it so hard? So I just want to let you know that it's not an easy thing to live in the moment, but we can always work towards in trying to be more in the moment and less in our heads, because it's going to happen that we're going to be times where we're going to be in our head and there are going to be times where we're going to live in the moment, but we want to increase that so that we can actually enjoy life. Because what's happening with us right now when we have anxiety is that we're living in our head so much and we're thinking about either the past or the future, mostly the future, about what's going to happen, and we're not living in the moment. And whenever we are in our head, since we're so anxious right now, since we're in a very anxious state of mind, we are going to feel anxious. But if we stop for a moment and think about, okay, what's going on around me? What's going on in this moment? It literally takes you out of your situation of what you are thinking about and puts you in the reality that you're in right now. Because whenever we have anxiety, we are not paying attention to what's happening in front of us. We are creating this reality of what's going to happen. And the brain is such a powerful thing. It can differentiate between whenever you're thinking about the future or the past. It's going to make you feel a certain way. That's the way it works. So if we're thinking about the future and we're anxious about it, right? And this is why I try to tell people to think more positively. What happens is that it affects the way we feel. So what we want to do is more live in the moment so that we can see what's going on around us, and less thoughts. We have less thoughts whenever we do that. That helps us to reduce anxiety significantly. It really does. Also, as well, there's another benefit of living in the moment is that, and I was talking about this with my friend the other day. We were talking about how living in the moment is such a powerful thing, and he said something. He's like, Emmanuel, when we don't live in the moment, what happens is that we never truly live, because we're always waiting for the next situation. We're always waiting for the future, and when the future finally catches up in the present time, what happens is that we're looking for the next step and for the next thing that's going to happen. But we need to take a moment and stop and live in the moment so that we can actually live. That hit me hard, and I knew about this concept, but sometimes you need that reminder. I'm like, yeah, that is so true. That is so true, because every time you have a task, let's say, right, I have a goal in doing something. Okay, I'm like, you know what? I finished this task. Let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one. Every time I am in the middle of doing something, I'm always thinking about the next thing that I need to do. And when that next thing happens, I'm always thinking about the next thing. I'm never in that moment, in that task, whenever I'm doing. And there's a lot of benefits whenever we do live in the moment. And again, guys, I'm not saying that it's easy, but there's a lot of benefits when we actually do live in the moment. Like, for example, we will be able to, number one, be calmer. We will be able to have our memory will improve significantly because we're actually present. We're not thinking about anything else. There's not a lot of noise that's going up there. Number three, what else is going to us improve whenever we eat? We can actually taste. We can actually taste whenever we're eating. And also, we can also improve our creativity. So let's say we're doing something, a certain task or something, we are going to be more creative that way because we are calmer. These are just a few things that can help us whenever we're living in the moment. Of course, there's a lot more, and you will see that whenever you do start living in the moment, and you're going to have those times that you're not going to. It's going to happen, and it's a hard thing to do, but we need to try to discipline ourselves in the right way and not putting pressure on ourselves and being hard on ourselves like, oh, why are you not living in the moment? Like, you see, you can't do it. No, don't try to make it an absolute that you either can live in the moment or you don't. No, there's going to be an improvement. Again, we don't want to be perfect in it. We want to improve in it. So you know what? Okay, you know what? Today I was in the moment for a few minutes. Tomorrow we're going to increase that. So every time we want to try to remember, oh, okay, let's start living in the moment. We can even write down something to remind us, like, put a post-it, in front of you, or put it on your phone, on your screensaver. Whenever you look at your notifications, it can write over there, live in the moment. So that way you can remind yourself. You want to set reminders because, again, you're used to thinking about the future or the past. You're not thinking about the moment, but it's such a powerful thing. Like, I remember I even saw this movie. If you guys want to check it out, it's an amazing, amazing movie. It really brings you so much perspective of how powerful living in the moment is. It's called Peaceful Warrior, and it's about this guy. He's an Olympic athlete, and he wants to become very successful, and he found this mentor who was teaching him how powerful, if he really want to become great in anything, try to live in the moment. And he was training him how to live in the moment. And again, of course, there was more to it, but it was such a powerful movie and such a powerful message that every time I can watch this movie multiple times because of the message that it has, that every time I watch this movie, I'm like, whoa, I completely calm down. I completely feel great. It's amazing. It is amazing the benefits that we have whenever we calm down. And again, of course, guys, it's not going to be easy, but we are able to get there. And there are a few certain things that we can do. Again, reminders that we can put on our phone, on our screensaver. If you're working in front of a computer, you can put a sticky note over there. Even if in your room, you can put a little bit, you can put a sign over there saying living in the moment, whatever it is to give you the reminder. We can also do certain techniques like grounding techniques. Why are grounding techniques so helpful for people whenever they're feeling anxious? Because it's taking them out of their mind, out of their head, and into the reality. It's grounding them into the reality over here, what's going on around. Because every time you do that, you are in the moment. Another thing that we can do is focus exercises. We want to focus on a certain item. Take any item and start looking at its detail. Whatever the shape is, how it looks, the color, the function of it, the words on it, whatever it is, we want to look at these small details. And it's amazing sometimes when I do this, how I look at a product and an item and I'm like, whoa, so much work was done to make this thing. It's amazing. The details on it. It helps you to realize and puts you in the moment of what's going on. It's amazing. It's so powerful. Another thing that you can do is the breathing exercise, meditation. This is something that I used to do a lot. I used to go to class. There used to be a meditation class. It was a group of 20 people, and you had a meditation coach. And the entire time, he's walking you through how to be calm. And it's an amazing, amazing thing. At the end of it, every single time, you are literally in the moment. You're out of your mind at this moment right now. It's so powerful. So you can do the meditation or you can do the breathing exercise. And the breathing exercise helps you, my breathing exercise helps you to be in the moment. To get your head, get your mind, get yourself out of your mind and into the reality of what's going on in front of you. Because again, it's one of the best ways to calm down anxiety. And also we're able to actually live and actually enjoy life. Because whenever we're in our head and we're always thinking about the future, we're never actually enjoying life. Like I have kids and sometimes I look at them and I saw this thing one time. They said, what is the best thing about your kids? The person said is like the best thing is watching them get old. But what's the hardest thing is that seeing them getting older. It's so true. And I thought about this. I'm like, I look at my daughters and I say, you know what? They're never going to be this age ever again. Ever again. And like, it kind of like scares me a little bit because I miss this. Like, I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to, not because like right now, one of my daughters, she is 2 years old. And I remember when she was a baby and I was like, whoa, she grew up so much. And I told my wife, I'm like, we're never going to see her ever again at that age. So I remind myself, I'm like, Emmanuel, you got to like enjoy the moments with her right now. Enjoy the moments the way she is right now. Because you're never going to get that. Don't think about when she's going to get older and when is she going to get older because it's going to make life a little bit easier. And I know a lot of parents tell me, like, by the way, it doesn't get easier. They tell me, I'm like, yeah, but like more independence. But like at the same time, like I'm going to miss that dependent on me. I'm going to miss that. So I try to enjoy it, and I try to remind myself, like, hey, enjoy this moment right now, because later on, you're never going to get this ever again. So it makes you appreciate the moment that you're in. So again, guys, try to remind yourself, put reminders wherever you can to try to live in the moment. Try to do grounding techniques, try to do the focus exercise, try to do the breathing exercise in order to get you back into the moment so that you can actually calm down your anxiety. And also on top of that, actual life, to actually see what's going on around you. And it's so powerful. It's so powerful and so amazing when you actually do. And definitely check out that movie, Peaceful Warrior. Definitely check that out, which can help you in knowing how to live in the moment and also the benefits that it actually provides. If you are looking for a natural remedy in order to help you to deal with your anxiety and help you on your journey to overcome it, I created Calmly CBD, where it specifically helps you to calm down your anxiety and panic attacks. And as well, it doesn't make you feel drowsy. It doesn't make you feel sleepy. And it helps you to just feel calm so you can actually do things throughout the day, like work, drive, go out, and do whatever you like in a more calmer state of mind, as well as not addictive or has any side effects or any withdrawals, which this way can actually help you to heal your anxiety and get you to the destination in overcoming your anxiety much quicker. You can click the link that's in the description. It would say Calmly CBD to place your order today. And then right now it's on sale for a limited time, where you can buy one and get the second one free. If you did like this episode, please click the like button and leave a 5-star review. The reason why I ask is because this way we're able to reach more people, and the more people that we can actually reach, the more people that we can actually help. Because my mission in this world, my purpose, is to help people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally and show them that it's possible to overcome. Thank you guys, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.